Hello everyone. Today's video we are inside Amin's torture chamber as we are going to see. I'm here with a tour guide. It's called
My name is Elvis, please. Good evening. We are the torture chambers of Idi Amin. Idi Amin was Uganda's president from 1971 to 1979. Idi Amin, it is imperative to tell you that this man, he was a military general, an army commander in Obote's government. Idi Amin staged a coup against his boss, Milton Obote, and made himself the president. Since he was a military general, this man wanted to construct an armory where he could store his weapons. He hired Israelis to construct for him an armory, but this man turned an armory into a torture chamber where he killed thousands of Ugandans, especially those who are against his government. There is no registered number of ladies or children who lost their lives here. They were mostly men because they were the frontliners in the politics.
like which type of
That period.
like which profession? Is that did it have like profession types of people?
Majorly the intellectuals like doctors, lawyers, church priests who could come up and advise him on the right thing to be done where the people were killed from here.
Or who were against?
Yeah. A church priest could be a church to preach against the bad acts in the government. When they spot you, they bring you here and torture until you die. People were captured wherever they were. Their arms were turned at the back, blindfolded, packed at the back of the vehicles, driven around the town for some good hours to mentally distract them so that when you reach here, you cannot tell where you are. This gate was opened when somebody had been brought. Then you were forced to enter inside. It was an armory in a way that when the vehicle brings its weapons, it stands back and makes reverse. When it comes here inside, you can see these cells were on the height of the vehicle to make the work of loading military weapons and other assets more easier. But when it was turned to be a torture chamber, vehicles no longer entered inside. People were made to enter inside by force and climb to enter the cells up. When you look down, there is a line. That's a line of water here. Down there was water, and this water was electrified. Electric cables were running from the wall to tap it. This water could make people unable to escape. When the gate was opened and we were made to enter, they first switch off power, they make you stand in the water. Then they switch off as they switch on. After torturing you and extracting out the information which they want from you, they force you to enter in one of the cells. These cells were also enclosed in another gate, whereby a person wasn't able to escape easily because nobody managed to escape when he was alive. When they bring fresh ones and find some weak ones inside, they bring out the weak ones, put them down in the water, they insert the fresh ones inside. Currently, it is a place for the bats. That's why you see their droppings on the walls. This for the soldiers, for them to step in this water, for them they first switch off power. This water, since it was used quite for a long time, it turned to be quite muddy and dirty, whereby some people were dragged through it and being forced to enter in one of the cells. This extreme last cell has fingerprints as the evidence to showcase what happened here during that period. When you look here, you can see the walls has fingerprints. Even inside, the fingerprints are still there. Maybe it was somebody who was even dying of electric shock. He tried to scratch the wall here. You can see the fingernails. They remained on the wall. He was fighting for his dear life. Two presidents used this place. Idi Amin used it up to 1979, then Obote came back and used it up to 1985, until when he was overthrown. Nobody knows the right number, but it is estimated to be 25,000 Ugandans who lost their lives in this place. When the bodies accumulated here, they could be packed in the vehicles. Some were dumped down the King's Lake, down there in Ndeba. Some other bodies were thrown on the roads to scare other people from rioting. Other bodies were dumped on the roads, and others were thrown in River Nile and probably eaten up by the Nile crocodiles. Some bodies were buried in the mass graves. By that time, Uganda became insecure. People flowed out of country and went to countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa. Here there is a lady who came and wrote something here on the wall. She wrote it using mud. She had no good English, but she wrote and said that, "I will never forget my husband was killed by people of Obote." Obote was the second president to use this same place for the same thing.
Okay, so I'm seeing some writings on the other side. Is it, were they written by the late people who died from here, or tourists?
We have people who visit this place in memory of the souls which died here. They try to write something on the wall. We have only some writings which were written by the people who died here. When you look in this first cell at the extreme end of the wall, there are some writings. They are trying to go off because we don't know what the person used while he was writing, but he wrote and said that the whites are in Uganda, saying that Obote unzise nae abana bange, at the extreme end. Meaning, Obote, you've killed me, then what about my children? Yeah, the words are trying to go off due to the birds which are living here inside, but they are still visible. For the Israelis, for them they constructed an armory, not a torture chamber. It was Idi Amin who turned an armory to become a torture chamber. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, our dear Elvis. May the souls of the late who died from here rest in eternal peace. Thank you so much. A massive thank you. Now, this is like the cement which was used by those days, or was it renovated or something?
No, there is no renovation done. This was constructed as a way of track since it was an armory.
Yes.
This was the pathway for the vehicle.
Okay, that's why it's a bit slopey.
Yeah.
All right. I see the cement is still concrete intact.
Yeah.
All right.
The Israelis are known to be good builders. This material can last for some more good years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all. Massive thank you. Thank you so much.